What is up, tubers? Kenji back for some more drafting here on Magic Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card needs. Got some more of this Arena Cube action. Hopefully y'all excited about that. Been doing some fun little forcing on stream lately. We had a couple of really fun drafts earlier today where I was just forcing monocolor decks from the get-go, and they all functioned and performed pretty darn well. So I'd say mono white and mono red are the two mono colors that I've done the most. But we had a speed run 7-0 mono green, for example. We had a 5 or 6 winner mono black that was pretty fun. I can't say I've done mono blue yet. I'm sure I've done close, but let's see if we can do maybe another force mono green here. So sort of a stipulation force draft. And it helps a little bit since we've opened the Primeval Titan anyways. So I'm going to go with the Primeval Titan, pick one, pack one, and we are just going to blinders on. We are just going to force the green. It doesn't always work out, obviously, but we're going to try to make it work. So I'm not going to even take Coma. We are going to try to force this mono green style. Sometimes it's nice just to do this type of thing and, you know, kind of turn your brain off. So a couple of picks here. We have Mayor of Avabruck, Line Up a Shot, and Mishra's Bauble. This card was really good back in its original format, but in a cube format, I don't think it's as nice. You really don't want to be passing the turn too frequently, and I feel like green always wants to be casting things. So something like Line Up a Shot or Bauble as a free roll, I think makes sense. Kind of funny, I'm not even taking a green card pick too, but it is what it is. The Mana Dorks are going to be premium pickups. We're not going to need to take things like Titan of Industry very, very high because green is going to have a ton of different win cons at the top end. So the 1 Mana Dorks especially are extremely important because I think there are only like 4 of them in the cube. Let's see, there's the Pilgrim here, there's Elvish Mystic, Llanowar Elves, and Gilded Goose. I think those are the 4 for 1 mana. So really hard to come by. And yeah. Just, I think, an easy pickup, even though the Pilgrim, for example, doesn't even add green. Adding white is going to be fine if I'm going to be a mono green deck anyways, right? Garruk versus Vorinclex here, very nice, both solid. I like Storm the Festival on the wheel. Let's go with the Planeswalker. This is a little bit more unique, and it gives us a nice ability to potentially tutor for something like a Craterhoof Behemoth later down the road. Vorinclex, I think, is replaceable. I think the 6 mana Vorinclex is amazing, but the 5/1 is still pretty good. Okay, Toski and Fauna Shaman. Just, again, blinders on. All of the Skyclaves, Frost Titan, whatever. Toski is extremely good versus a couple of specific archetypes, right? Specifically Control. But I wonder if Fauna Shaman is a better pickup right now. It lets you turn your, like, Mana Dorks that you draw late game into more relevant threats. And similar to the Storm the Festival previously, I think Toski is pretty likely to wheel. That's a nice pack, though. Vivian Reed and Reclamation Sage are both very good. Then we even have like Ambusher, Preserver, Simulacrum, all decent as well. I think Vivian's going to take this one a little bit. I think the best Planeswalkers in green are going to be the 2 Nissas, but Vivian is quite good. Okay, and there's the Vorinclex I was talking about, but Cobra and Oracle of Moldiah here as well. So this is a really good sign for us. We're seeing a lot of good green cards coming around moderately late in the first pack. Vorinclex is an amazing beater that just turns off so many cards and has really good synergy with Planeswalkers of your own, but I feel like the early gameplays are a bit more important. So I'm going to take the Lotus Cobra here over like the Oracle of Moldiah. I have been relatively impressed by Settle the Wilds. It's not amazing, but it's ramp. Well, maybe it is amazing. Maybe I'm giving it not enough credit, but Cura is also pretty good. It just has a lot of loyalty. It does ramp you, and it does draw you cards a lot of the time, but I think the Settle here makes more sense. Inscription Abundance is fine. A little bit of life gain, perhaps, a little bit of fight, a little bit of pump, and then later on you can do all 3. All right, we wield the Mayor of Avabruck, but again, I don't think I even want this. I think I'd rather have Line Up a Shot as just a kind of good versatile effect. War Chief, that's great versus all the aggro decks running around. Not quite as good as Thragtusk, but still pretty darn solid. And a lot of the times, people these days are just playing mono white and mono red. So, I do not mind where we go. Oh, this is good. The most important card I had in that 7-0 speed run, I'm sure it'll get uploaded on YouTube as a VOD later, I think was like the boat, the Sky Sovereign. So we do in fact get the Toski, and then what was the other green card that was coming back around? I took Fauna Shaman over it. It was... what was it? It was Toski into something. I mean, I guess we'll probably end up seeing it, right, if I called it. Oh, wow. Wheeling Rex Sage is kind of surprising, but... so this is really good. I think green is extremely open for us. I did have to lose out on that Vorinclex, which hopefully nobody took that as a big sign, but this is a real good start to pick one, pack one, or rather, pack one. And now we've got one of the other one drops, that is the Goose. Very good. I guess Deathrite Shaman you can kind of consider a one mana dork, but not really. There aren't enough fetches in the format to capitalize on the adding mana ability all that often. Let's see, Llanowar Visionary, Briarbridge Tracker on the wheel would be good. Yeah, we don't even want the Deathrite anyways. Passing Goldspan and Burn Down the House as the best cards in that pack. There's Nissa. Nissa and a couple of colorless, a few colorless cards maybe on the wheel. This Nissa has performed really well. It's actually pretty crazy in Vintage Queue as well. Just the -1 ability of blowing up an artifact or enchantment has been really clutch. But like, even if you play this for the double completed cost of 5, you still just uptick and start making creatures. Pretty gross. Ooh, that's bad. Do not get a single card that we want here. Wow, not a single green card. So I am going to, because we're forcing mono green, hate draft this Rootbound Crag, which maybe, hopefully, because it's still early in pack 2, dissuade somebody from taking more green cards, right? Seems right. Cards I hopefully don't want to, or I don't have to include in my deck, though. I don't really care for the War Chief. Like, the green deck's usually pretty good versus the smaller aggro decks. Toski is generally just kind of okay. Kogla's kind of nice. And we could consider Ulamog. With this one, you really want to have the other Nissa, the one that doubles your lands, doubles your forests. Kogla's just a great top-end 6-drop. Tarmogoyf, Oddity, these are both bad picks. In mono green, Tarmogoyf is usually not going to be very large. Obviously, your opponent's still going to put cards in their graveyard, but I'm guessing it's too often not a very large threat. And Oddity is... I don't really care for Oddity. I mean, it's kind of like a Questing Beast light, if that makes sense. It's fine. I mean, in Arena Cube, it's a lot better, certainly, so something I can play for sure. Rishkar's good. Boundary Groundbreaker's pretty solid as well. Been really happy with this card. I don't play it very often, or rather, well, I guess I don't play green very often, but it is a lot of value. It's a 4-mana 3/4 that ramps you by 1, but also gets you 2 lands that can attack later on, so it makes your green decks a little less susceptible to board wipes. I generally think Rishguard's going to be a little bit better. I'm just wondering if I can wield a Foundry Groundbreaker. Probably. How many cards? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards in this pack. I mean, it might be close. I was trying to count on which cards could come back around, but in any case, Werewolf Pack Leader, pretty good. Just a nice aggressive 2-drop. What are the 2-mana dorks in the cube? You have the Incubation Druid, Ornithopter of Paradise, I guess. Oh, Paradise Druid. I'm sure a couple of others I'm forgetting. Not a big fan of Pelt Collector. It's not bad, but I feel like the Voracious Hydra generally just going to be a card you want to play more frequently. Not a bad one. Yeah, this is looking good so far. So we want to make sure we get enough permanents along the mana curve. That Set of the Wilds is always going to be good. Right now we only have one 5-drop. But we do have a couple of 6s and even the 7 in Nissa. So we get the Briarbridge Tracker here over Deathrite Shaman. Darn. This pack didn't have too many green cards in it, and looks like none of them wheeled, but the Precursor Golem came back. We are most likely not going to want to be playing that Precursor. This was the pack that it just had no green cards in it, so no big deal there. There should be a pack coming up that has at least 1 or 2 green cards on the wheel, I believe. Wasn't this one? Maybe next? And then there was also that one pack where there might have been 1 green card coming back with 2 cards left in it. Not that one. Okay, so next pack could have a green card. It was the pack that had like Fanatical Firebrand and stuff, though. Nah, see ya. Nothing. No big deal, no big deal. Like, we have plenty of playables going into pack 3, so I'm not concerned that we're not wheeling some second-rate green card or whatever. Whoa, that is one of the best green cards to see. The Great Henge. Fantastic pack here. Magma Opus is amazing. Time Warp's insane. A couple of Black Wrath effects in Gix and Invasion of Fiora. So Lovestruck Beast coming back around would be huge, because that was a nice, not combo, but a nice curve out in Constructed back in the day, right? I mean, Throne of Eldraine, what a set. The Great Henge, Lovestruck Beast. Another really nice one here, Essica's Chariot. Once Upon a Time on the wheel would be amazing. Oh yeah. Now we are getting some of the best cards in green. Picking up Chariot, picking up Henge here is huge. We don't need something like Craterhoof to make this function. In fact, Craterhoof's pretty expensive and oftentimes win more, I think, in Arena Cube. Like, I want to lower my plays. Well, not gonna pass that one though. Nissa Who Shakes the World. It's exactly the card we were looking for if we were gonna find another big one. All right, so we have perfect curve up until 7. If we can find an 8, Settle the Wilds will find a permanent all the way from, I mean, I guess the lowest I can cast this with is like 2 up to 9 potentially. You know who fills that role of an 8? Craterhoof Behemoth. Oh yeah, we're going to take Emrakul too. I actually think this is a worse Emrakul deck than a lot of the control decks I like to play, just because you're not getting that many card types in your graveyard, but you can still ramp up into it, of course. And it's perfect. We're getting the Ramanap, not the Ramanap, sorry, the Llanowar Elf here. So we're just missing the Elvish Mystic, but otherwise we have 3 of the 4 1-drop accelerants. If we can get like Incubation Druid, or I think Elvish Visionary already went around. Oh, there's Incubation Druid. Perfect. Yep. Losing out on a Slicer and a Recruiter. We also have the Rishgar to combo with the Incubation Druid, and we have the, I guess, the Great Henge to combo with the Incubation Druid. Because the Druid doesn't care how it's gotten its 1/1 counters. As long as it has any kind of 1/1 counters on it, it gets to add 3 instead of 1. Yeah, this deck's sick. Let's see, we need to make 2 cuts right now. So Bobble is a free cut. I could run 16 lands here. I don't think that would be bad. Well, average cost is pretty high though. But we have quite a few mana dorks now, right? Oops. 3 1-drop mana dorks, Cobra kind of, Incubation Druid. It'll probably be safer to run 17. Is Oddity better than War Chief? Maybe War Chief is better than Oddity. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. That's funny. If we settle the wilds, and then have 13 lands on the battlefield, we'll be able to conjure or whatever it's called, Seek the Emrakul. Because Seek is a random card, but if there's only one 13 drop in the deck, you know? This is another cool card that they've added that I think is pretty good. It's a 3/3 for 3 at its base, but then every time you pay a green, you can get one of these modes. Though you can only do them once. But all the modes are relevant in some cases, so. I think Briarbridge Tracker is probably one of our worst cards here. Damn, somebody took my Lovestruck Beast, the bastards. Okay. That is too bad. I guess Tracker is good for Great Henge, because this is a 4-power creature for 3. Wish we had picked up any of the utility lands too, like Boseiju would have been great. Lair of the Hydra would have been good. Hell, we'd even play something like Mutavault. What else? I mean, Field of the Dead isn't, or not Field of the Dead, Field of Ruins, whatever. But those other lands that have good utility, that would have made me feel a lot more comfortable running 17, which I think we're still going to do, but looks good. Really straightforward. Once Upon a Time, wield nice. I could probably go 16 lands with Once Upon a Time now. Because when this is in your opening hand, it can effectively be a land. It's also a creature late term. Scoos, that's a sideboard card more often than not, I think. Not many decks in this format care about Graveyard so much. I mean, there are individual cards that care about Graveyard, but not really strategies. If somebody has Atraxa plus Unburial Rites, and then they actually have enough ways to discard it, props to them. Fiend, Artisan. Artisan is an interesting card. I'm not big on it, but it has a lot of good effects. Wow. Damn, Slicer and Breach the Multiverse together. I don't think we're playing Slicer. Well, this will be one of the easiest deck builds of all time. It's going to say 17 lands. I'm going to shave one of them, and we are going to submit. There we go. All right, Mono Green Machine. So no hoof. We did pass Vorinclex. These things are fine. They happen. We'll be on the play with a beautiful hand. Beautiful hand. People oftentimes cast Once Upon a Time at the wrong time. But I'm not going to do that. So since we were going to always play land plus elf here, just makes sense to cast Once Upon a Time first now. But if you're on the draw, there's no reason to cast Once Upon a Time until you're actually going to do something or you need to hit a land. Oh wow, immediately a mirror match. But we're on the play, and we have a 1-drop into a 1-drop plus 2-drop accelerant. So I'm going to go a turn 3 Nissa on 5 loyalty, and then immediately uptick. Like, this is might be turn 3 game over. Like, this is disgusting. I almost feel bad. This is what I'm saying, though. This straightforward, like, super roll. Crush, crush, crush. This is exactly what happened, like I was saying earlier on my stream. Just, oh, there's the combo. We have the Rishgar plus the Incubation Druid to add 1,000,000 mana. Though I don't even think we want to do that, right? Sure. We're gonna save the Rishgar to pitch to the Fauna Shaman. Oh, they're just dead next turn to the Uber Overrun. So they need to have a random Wrath effect in their green-white creature deck. Yeah, GG's. All my creatures get +4/+4 in trample. Yeah. Could I have hardcast the Emrakul? 1, 2, 5. No, not quite. They said nice. I say thanks. And that, my friends, is a 1-0 start. The roll over. Ooh, this hand's really slow for our deck. Well, it's not really slow, but it's on the draw, and if they kill the Incubation Druid, it's going to be very hard to win. If they don't kill the Incubation Druid, we go off. So this is one of those scenarios where we do want to cast Once Upon a Time because we have a like 3 or 4 mana dorks that cost 1. And we hit 1. Nice. We're hoping if they have removal, they use it on the Goose and not on the Druid. Growth Spiral, okay. Opponent is also doing some amount of ramping. And a Bobble. Oh, they're not using their Bobble. Do they have a reason to... There's no Tinker type effect, is there? No Urza. Huh. Why not sack the Bobble? I don't know. Okay. Tap out for something irrelevant, please, so that I can Nissa next turn. Perfect. Love it. Notably, I'm 1 mana off of being able to Rishkar into Nissa. I can Rishkar, put a counter on both my Druid and my Goose, and then tap those for 4. Pretty close. Alright, I gotta say though, turn 3 Nissa, pretty damn strong. Come on, hold. They're gonna steal my land. Wow. That's actually insane. The blue stone rain. And now they're oh no, wait, never mind. I was gonna say they're forced tap for 2, but they didn't steal Nissa. Okay, so we go animate, uptick, henge, attack for 3. Now we go tap, tap, Rishkar. Put a counter, counter. I can Rex Sage here. No, let's just add and make a food then. Frost Titan. That's a little bit annoying, but it's not too bad. We're gonna bury them in value with our Great Henge, though, it seems. Probably just gonna end up running out the Rex Sage to draw a card here as well. We need to make sure we stack these triggers correctly. We want to be able to find the lands first and then draw a card, so we have less chances of drawing more land. I said less chances of drawing more land. Yeah, I think I'm okay running this out. Not killing anything, just drawing an extra card. Okay. Keep it going. Don't think we're gonna pay for any of that. Actually, we can... Yeah, actually, no, we'll pay. We'll gain 4, and we'll exile their graveyard. Play Fauna Shaman. Draw more. We're probably slightly favored. Flavored as well, maybe, but favored here, I'd say. So how many lands is that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of my lands are gone. So we have 6 lands and 20 cards. Nice. Let's go. It would certainly help to have something like a hoof in this deck, but maybe the green mean machine was the way to go this entire time. It's always funny though when you have like a turn 1 dork and then your opponent just has like a lightning bolt and you're like, well, I guess I can't win anymore. This is one of those type of hands. If they killed my Avacyn's Pilgrim, I really do not do too much with this hand, do I? Not very quickly, anyways. Blue-green. Okay. Probably not as... They might just bounce my Pilgrim? Is that what they're thinking about? Brazen? I don't think we attack here, in case they have one of the flash creatures. Wasn't talking about that one specifically, but yes, that is one of them that they could have. I'm just gonna run out the Hydra for 2. Really don't care if they counter this. So we could make it a 4-3, or rather a 4-5, but I think I like fighting their mastermind. Nice. Okay, that was great. Vendilion click end of turn. Weird. So that usually means the opponent also has a counter in their hand. Yeah, they took my Nissa. Yep, they just have a counter in their hand. Okay, we're just going to attack for 2 and pass. We want to make it really awkward on their mana, so by passing here, we can hold up Inscription of Abundance full kicked. Yep, sure. Wasted their mana too. Okay. That is a strange play. Sure. Unless they have a Pact of Negation, maybe? That was a really strange play. Huh. Alright. Well, they just gave me an open window. Kill their click, and now I get to kill their, It's a fairy here. Don't even need to blitz out our Workshop Warchief. I guess the one card I'm going to be worried about now is Coma as their blue-green. We're still putting them on having some kind of counter magic in their hand too, though. Okay, Crisis for 4. That's good. I don't really care if they eat my Pilgrim. Oh, I'm a little bit surprised. I thought for sure they would trade away with the Warchief. This is where our deck is going to start to flounder unless I draw one of my Planeswalkers. Obviously, drawing a land last turn was one of the worst possibles. If we had drawn one of our Planeswalkers, I guess we probably would have won. Maybe not Garrick, but... Vivian or Nissa were both pretty game over. Vivian would have shot Krasis and then start drawing us extra cards. The other Nissa would have... Well, we would have killed them with the overrun. Because we would have been able to cast it full 7. Unlike the Thragtusk, the Warchief is simply when it dies and not leaves the battlefield. Whoa! That's also terrifying. They're attacking here. Oh, man. I can't run it out yet. I think it's just too obvious they have a counter. Let's go to combat. Because now that they're probably going to do something else here, whether it be bounce or otherwise, I'd be very surprised if they just went to 2 like that. And I think what I actually do is run out the Rex Sage, assuming they don't do too much after this. Because the Rex Sage will be another lethal threat with the Nissa into just immediately -7. Though it is possible that they've been sandbagging an artifact or enchantment because they know I have the Sage in my hand. So there's a little bit of merit there to not casting it, but... Futurist Spell Thief, that was their big play. Okay. Well, now I'm going to run out the Nissa. Because they're going to trade with my Warchief? And give me a 3/3. They still take trample here too. Oh wait, this one makes a 4/4. It's not Thragtusk. Sure. They have Spell Pierce there. I cry. Don't coma me, bro. Yo, Cyclonic Rift. Okay, I like it. It's funny. I mean, you have to have a counter. Maybe they didn't have a counter. Maybe I was a fool. We were in a position to play around it, but maybe it was just Spell Thief that they had that entire time when that was initially happening. Uh-oh. They're doing math. Counting their lands. I'm okay if they just have like a bounce effect for the token. We really don't want to see... That's... Yeah, see, that's... Well, that one's annoying because they get to cycle immediately, but... Hey! So I think they just make a token, because if they ultimate to kill my Nissa, that's good for us. So they can make an 8/8, yeah. Then they can attack my Nissa. That's good. Or are they gonna go face and just try to kill me next turn? They could do that too. It would be greedy. Garrick, huh? I'm actually pretty dead next turn, aren't I? For the overrun. They have 4 forests. Two, three, four, five. Oh, I could have also fought their Hydroid Krasis there. Whoops. Because with the 1/1 counter, it would have turned into a 4/5, and then we could have punched it. Okay. I'm actually going to be pretty happy if their play is just to Uro from the graveyard again. I think. I'm not sure what I need to draw. I mean, a big thing that they have to be thinking about is just killing my Great Hand, right? With their Nissa. Just -1. Alright, there's the Uro from the board, from the graveyard. Okay. We're hoping they make a 9/9 here. Cool game. Wow, they did. Okay, great. start off with Druid and draw a card. Oh. Oh, we can find Emrakul, can't we? That's a game winner. Oh, wait, they're going to overrun me next turn. Am I dead? Wait, what's in my deck that I can grab on 9? Nothing. So we need to get to... We need to get the 13 lands for Settle the Wild. That's funny. Okay, that's good. So once again... Yeah, order like this. Punch the Uro, and that'll... Perfect. We can give all the creatures +5/+5. I don't actually think I can even attack there. 5, 10, 15, 20. Good, that wasn't another forest. So they have 5 forests. Okay.
The wild wasn't meant to be contained.
So they can kill the goose, and then... Oh, they can also kill the henge, finally. Right, sure. I have a lot of toughness, though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 29, 37, 41, 44? Am I dead? Maybe I am dead still. No, 44, 16, 19, 22, 27. No, I guess we'll find out in a moment, huh? So currently, I am not dead. And I think I kill him on the back crack. 11 plus 6. I think we killed him, and I go to 1, right? Because this is not adapted yet. Wait, does this say if this has no counters? Oh, I can only hit him for... Oh no, it says if it has no counters. Oh no. Oh my gosh, do I die exactly? I can only deal 3 damage to the Krasis. I'm at 4 life. Oh, are you kidding? Maybe there was a better way to have blocked. Artifact or enchantment. No, those don't play. Do I seriously lose to the Hydroid Krasis? Exaxes? I think so. Wow, that's insane. That's such a bad beat. But maybe maybe I blocked incorrectly. Maybe there's a way I could have saved a 2/2. So, could I have put the 2/2 in addition? What did I? It was a 13/13, right? I put 7. I had a token of some variety. How big was the token? Maybe there was a 5/5, 7. Yeah. Oh, I threw. I could have put the 2/2 on the grouping of the 13/13, put the druid as the chump, and I would have won, and I would have survived at actually 1 more life, I'm pretty sure. 7, 5, 12, 13, 4. I'm pretty sure I threw it. Yeah, good beats. Good beats.
I hope I'm not ruining your little camping trip.
I just needed to think about the blocks a little bit better. They threw it by attacking, but I punted back, so that's on me.
Meet my newest friend.
Just playing some football over here. Gosh, that's so sick. I'm pretty sure I did my math right and I could have won. 8-9 bounces off like I did. 8-7 Kogla plus 5-5 token plus 2-2, and then we would have had the 8 plus 2 power left. All right, well, they're not snap making a play, so I don't know. So maybe they somehow miss it. Gosh. Had the win, threw it out the window. All right, good beats. That's on me. So how does that game play out if nobody makes a mistake? If they don't make the mistake of just ulting and attacking all, and they just make another large creature, well, I guess I'm losing that game too, aren't I? So maybe it didn't really matter. It was just, I needed them to punt. They did, and then I messed up. GG's. Alright, this is a hand that needs to find a lot more mana acceleration because it is real slow. Oh no, this is what I'm talking about. If they just kill my Pilgrim, we might be dead. It was a good draw for a 2-drop, but I need to draw basically just lands for this foreseeable future here. That ain't it. Brutal. Oh, man. Okay, that's a really good sign for us if they're just doing that. And we're just definitely just gonna make this a 4-5. I could have pumped up my pack leader and drawn a card, but this seems a lot better to me. They're going to be in a real rough spot if we draw land next turn. And actually, we can more likely draw land when we attack like this. Perfect. Good, I'm fine with that. Maybe paying 4 life isn't the greatest thing versus a red deck, but I think Chariot was a totally reasonable play there. Well, they cannot send everything at Nissa to try to kill it. Yo, that's a concession, basically. So even if they have Bolt, I don't die. Okay. Sure. Well, I should be undefeated right now, but hunted off that win. No, this is my experience with green. Look, I'm always gonna enjoy drafting the stupid Oracle, the Alpha, Magma Opus decks, but sometimes you just need a smack face, you know? That's a great hand, damn. Once again, do not kill my 1-drop OP, and I will be living the high life. Mr. Gadget, that's fine. Goose is actually a fine blocker versus that too. So next turn we get to go settle the wilds and then, what is it, seek a 3-drop? Ooh. That might be better, because then I don't have to use my Goose mana. And we want to be able to seek something bigger later, possibly, you know? That's okay. Sure, they're using removal spell on that. If I settle here, we can only hit what? Chariot? Very good. That way I also have food next turn for a Goose to cast our prime time. Could also blow up the history with Frill back now if we wanted to. I mean... Do they have Tithe? Do they get me? Yo! Alright, well, ran into that one. That might be the swing in the game. That might kill us. That's disgusting. Yeah, if I just run out Frill back there, we probably cannot lose. I kill their history, I gain 4 life. Okay, this is gonna be an uphill battle now. Gotta go with Chariot here, and we can make a food. All their knights get fat. Oh, my Rel is sick too. So can't cast spells or activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Okay. So... let's see. They're gonna attack with all. I go block, block, take 10. Ish. Do I want to draw a card, or do I want to make a food with the Goose? I think we need to draw something here. And I'm not gonna crew. The 2/2/2s are fine. Trade, trade. Bounce, take 8. Okay. So gain 4, destroy. Card draw or dog? I mean, the 1 damage is relevant here. Pass. That's unfortunate. I couldn't make a food, and I still can't make a food because the Myrel, but I needed to hold back the Goose as a blocker here. So block, eat, take 6. They get a bunch of 1/1 tokens. Ugh, I'll never forgive myself for running into Mana Tide like that. We're close to stabilizing, but we're gonna end up losing this for sure. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. That ain't gonna cut it. Chump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chump. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, my rel is too good.
You can't stop nature.
Alright, good beats. GG's. Ooh, that mana tithe. Yeah, I don't think we can lose if I play out the frill back that turn. I can play around the mana tithe there, that again. So, both losses. Completely avoidable. I should not have lost that. But two back-to-back throws. I mean, they were tight scenarios. And, like, playing around mana tithe, whatever. It's an easy thing to do. The other one, I just made poor blocks, so. Oh, that's magic, baby. On the play here for our next game. Fantastic looking hand. This is going to be over very fast if the opponent doesn't do something good this turn. I think we just run out the War Chief first. I don't think we needed to get the Nissa online. It's not like we were ramping into anything, although it would have made an extra 3/3 immediately. Pass again? Alright, now I will. Wow, what is in their hand? Okay. Well, we drew a very nice curve and the opponent didn't do anything, so I guess we'll take that. Ah, 4 and 2. Both losses. Punts. I think the Mana Tithe is less of a punt and more of a, well, you can play around it if you want to, but it's one card. Still. Let's just rally back. 4 and 2. Yeah, that hand's goody. On the draw, though, so as always, we are in the world of asking the opponent, please don't interact with my creatures. Let's play it safe and just take another land here. The frillback was okay, but oh, we need to find a bridge. Chariots on the bottom. 4 colors, 2 lands. Okay, and that's not so bad. Ah! Brutal! Gosh, well now I wish I had taken the frill back if you were going to tell me I was going to draw back-to-back lands there. That's really bad. And from the opponent's perspective, your green opponent has 1 mana dork and didn't do anything with 4 mana. So if they have a kill effect for the Pilgrim, it's going to be really good.
Nature flows with vigor.
Okay, touche. Interesting. They don't actually have any forests.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Oh wow, that's funny. I can actually Hydra their land right now, which is not bad since they don't have a forest. In fact, I'm going to do that. I don't think playing the Nissa is as good as doing this. And then if they animate a land again with Nissa, we get to Kogla it. That seems good. That is a forest land. Okay.
Let's get moving.
So now they can Nissa, sure. But then we get to Nissa back immediately. Okay. Pretty weak Wrath of God, all things considered.
Together, we will prevail. Behold, nature's true power.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to attack their Nissa here instead of their Kiora.
Do not underestimate my fortitude.
If they have a removal spell, I'm gonna lose, though. If they have another removal spell, they kill my forest, they animate a land, they kill my Nissa, and then I can't play Kogla for another turn. Okay, that's fine.
The land fights for us.
So easy block their clearing, because that one gives them value later on. Wow! What? That's so good for us.
How rude.
That is so good for us that they did that. And now we get to untap with infinite manas. Perfect. 2, 4, 6. Kogla. Punch. Now we can play Henge for a 1. Tap. Goose. Food. Draw a card. Sad. Bricked.
Rise, my elemental friend.
And we can kill their Nissa. Okay.
Fight on without me.
Confidence increasing again. Yep, there we go. Great. That's going to be way too slow. We can eat the goose? Cook the goose, I guess? Sure. Oh, yeah. Action, baby.
Beasts are much more reliable than
Well, well, well. What do we have here? I think I can cast that, too.
behold, nature's true power.
14-14 Emrakul, because why not? Oh, yes! 5 and 2. Despite all my spew, I am still 5 and 2. Just think, we could have been 7-0 like my other mono green deck. If I wasn't such a fish. It's alright. Easy money, baby. On the play. Cannot keep a hand that doesn't do anything before turn 3. Not in this deck. Better, but not great. This is not the curve I'm really looking for. Play a 4/5 Hydra next turn. A little bit weak. But probably right. Yeah, turn 3, 4, 5. I mean, turn 3, 4, 5. Turn 4, 5, 3. That gets value. Especially on a probably another creature strategy. Oh, funny to note, Avacyn's Pilgrim is a human for Kogla. So, we have the ability to give Kogla indestructible. And you know what? Kogla also likes to eat artifacts and enchantments, like that sword that gives pro my deck. Pro red and green. Is that good versus mono green? It is, but the likelihood is any creature they play this turn, unless it's a 2-drop that they can equip immediately, will just die to the Kogla. Okay, so now is the tempting thing to them. Do they run out another Evangel, which they did, or do they equip the first one? And I think that's the right play. To have equipped the first one. Oh, they still take 8 damage and I get a 4/4. So if they don't have a Wrath, we basically win. If they do have a Wrath, then they win. That ain't gonna cut it, my friend. No, that ain't gonna cut it either. GG's. Okay. Up to 6. Mono green strikes again. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Like I said, I forced mono green earlier today on stream, and it went 7-0 faster than any other deck. Like, literally 30 minutes. You'll see a VOD eventually, probably in like a week of that deck, and it's gonna be like, oh, 30-minute video, guess Kenji went 0-3. No, 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 no. He simply killed people on turn 5 too many times. Alright, the final game, 6-2, we are on the play. That's a good hand. It doesn't have any accelerants, but it does have 2 big creatures early on into a hopeful Great Henge. Uh-oh. Red-black, if they have a lot of removal, we're gonna have a problem. No fatal pushes, please. 2 mana 3/3 is nice. Alright. I will play a 3 mana 3/3 now. If they're a control-y deck, it's gonna be better for us to probably not develop out too much out. Okay, never mind. We're good to go. Be good to go. Let's go Rishkar on both of these, make them 4 power, and then we get to draw a card off of the pack leader attacking. Crucius is insane. Absolutely insane. You can read the card if you want to. It used to be a 3/3. This is the nerfed version. But yeah, basically it turns your hand into all action. If you have lands, you can discard it, get a treasure, and then get something that costs more than a land. Or you can do other stuff with it as well, but this is going to be pretty brutal for them. We get to go Great Henge. Wait, why didn't it give me the ability to hold priority? Oh no. I should have been able to hold priority there and float mana, but that's fine. This is still good enough on X is 0. And the reason is because of the Great Henge trigger. Unless they have another 1-mana removal spell, we can kill the Crucius like this. And then we get to draw another card off of the Pack Leader trigger. Yeah, our follow-up hand is still super good. So, there are plenty of ways to kill an artifact in red. Boligon's Command and Abrade, I think, are the obvious two, and that's not good enough. That's a good play. That ain't good enough. We don't kill them next turn, but it's basically a scoop.
Which cannot protect itself. Harness the elements.
Oh my gosh, I get to keep running out. All the freaking... Ooh, lordy. Sorry, OP. The green machine does not stop. It has no brakes. Burn Down the House does not kill Nissa or Primeval. Meat Hook Massacre doesn't work. If they have, like, Invasion of Fiora, it only kills the creatures and not the Nissa. That ain't gonna cut it, my friend. Just grab the 1-mana creature to draw another card. Kogla, that probably wins. Alright. They have had enough, yeah. So, we went 7-2, but every single game was winnable. Every single game. And, yeah, maybe the green machine is what it is, you know? If it's not open, we did have to get a little bit fortunate that I decided to force it, and it was more or less open. But the thing is, if you force it since pack 1, more people are likely to get out of the way, right? Because they're not seeing green cards themselves. So in packs 2 and 3, you can generally get rewarded. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Good to swap it up every once in a while. Now I can go back to forcing blue-red as always, and the complainers can suck it, because I can be like, hey, remember that time I drafted mono-green? I know I said this before about some other archetype, but in any case, thanks for watching. We'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.